Hey, it is CastHeads and caffeine time. Yeah, that's right. Cars and Caffeine with CastHeads magazine. You're with me, Nigel, right here in our new office in the UK. And it is a sweltering afternoon. Glad to have you guys with us. It is also race weekend, so Formula One is happening in Singapore right now. Feels kind of weird that I came all the way from Asia and now I'm talking about Singapore right here in sunny UK. But the good news is we've got lots of cool, gracious Formula One stuff to talk about today on our episode of Cars and Caffeine with CastHeads magazine. Now, let's kick straight into it. And you guys know when we talk about Formula One, one of the bigger brands that has a massive Formula One license is, of course, Burago. And let's kick off with something small from Burago. So we've got tons of little 143 scale cars that are coming in from Burago. Now, before we get into this, I do have a list of things that I did want to talk about. And one of the things is, don't forget to check out our latest issue of CastHeads magazine that is out. In that, there is a very cool article and a very cool model by a brand called Automodelo. They did the world's first Formula One car made by an American company. It was made, driven and built by a Formula One driver for Formula One. I'm talking about the Westlake, that was the engine. Eagle Gurney, built by Dan Gurney and his team. It was a super fast car, and we have had the opportunity to review the 112 scale from Automodelo in the latest issue. So if you're a Formula One fan, this is something that you should definitely check out. Now, the model does come with a hefty price tag, I have to admit, but check out the article that we have put in the magazine and check out the details that you get with the model. Not forgetting the fact that it does come in an acrylic display case. It comes with a beautiful metallic badge based on the base plate that lets you know what model number and what version you have. It also does have a certificate of authenticity, and if you want to spend a little extra, you can get the version that comes with Dan Gurney's signature as well. So all these details you can find out in the issue of CastHeads magazine. Of course, it has always been free to read, so please check it out, www.castheadsmagazine.com. Also, Tarmac Works has come out with a brand new tooling of McLaren Formula One car that Daniel Ricciardo drove in the Austrian GP. So guys, check that out. It's out on pre-order. Get your pre-orders in because Tarmac Works have been doing a spectacular job on their 164 scale Formula One cars. And talking about a brand that has been doing spectacularly well with their Formula One cars is another favorite of ours, and I'm talking about, of course, Mini GT. They've got 5,000 of these units coming out. This is the Red Bull team and the Red Bull cars coming out. And Red Bull is in a bit of controversy right now, especially after what Helmut Marko has said about Sergio Perez. Personally, I'm a big Sergio Perez fan, and I really think, and I'm saying this out very clearly to everybody out there and all the F1 fans out there, Sergio should and has all the right to walk up to Helmut Marko and give him a swift kick in the beans, Mexican style. I totally am down with that. I think Helmut Marko deserves a swift kick in the beans because you know what? That dude is a bit over the hill. But hey, that is my personal opinion. Some of you may think otherwise, but I do agree with the general consensus that was highly racist. But moving away from that, Mini GT pays tribute to both Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen with their wonderful Red Bull sets they've got coming up. And get pre-ordering on those and get your orders in quick, because from what I hear, there's only 5,000 units left. I hear this because it's very disappointing. I did try to get myself a set and I may not be able to get one, being a massive Formula One fan. But that's alright, it's all about the collectors, and that's what us CastHeads are here for. Now moving back on to what we've got right in front of us, and this is a beautiful plethora of Formula One cars. I'm just going to slip them out one by one. Now don't forget, most of these are going to be photographed in great detail in our magazine, which again is free. So if you want to see these cars in much better detail, then do not fear. So again, we have 143 scale Australian GT McLaren F1, the MCL R36. I think this is the one that Daniel Ricciardo drove as well. So if you get the Tarmac Works version, you can match it up with a 143 scale version right here from Burago, and You won't have to wait because these babies are already on available for sale. Now I'll give you a quick glimpse of these because we've got way more cars lined up to show you, and we're going to be taking a deeper look into these and the detail of these in the magazine coming up in the next few issues. Again, Red Bull and the RB18 from 2018. This is Max Verstappen's car. Slipping it out. These are brand spanking new. They've never been opened before. The RB18 from 2022, sorry. And again, beautiful 143 scale. Burago have been doing this for quite a while, and there's just, there we go. Definitely, Formula One fans are definitely going to be wanting to get their hands on these, and these are not breaking the bank Formula One car models. If you want to spend extra and you want to, have a very eclectic collection of really expensive cars, yes, there are plenty of models out there, many brands that do Formula One that do have way higher detail, but also cost way more. But if you want to have yourself a collection where you want to wake up in the morning and think, oh, I'm a Formula One fan, and maybe take this down to an actual Formula One race and get these signed even by your favorite Formula One driver and team, that is a high possibility because these are absolutely well priced. Now here's a car that you don't see the team livery often enough of. This is Alfa Romeo, and again, these are all the 2022 cars, so we're looking at the new versions of the hybrid vehicles that have come in that use less fossil fuels. In fact, they use only biofuel and electricity, so that is what the new cars are now all running on. See the environment and all. Thank God Formula One is doing it first. Slip that back in again. And they also do have Ferrari, but for now we've got these four to show you in the 143 scale, and tightly packed. Mercedes. I think Toto Wolff packed this himself, if I'm not mistaken, because the others had maybe slightly off on the measurements, but this one is Toto Wolff measured, where you can't. It's not even a slip case; it's a squeeze out case. But there you go, McLaren, and this is whose helmet is this? This looks like Lewis Hamilton's helmet, number 44. Yes, it is Lewis Hamilton. There you go. I know I'm, as a huge Formula One fan, I do have my moments of forgetting certain things at the best of times because I've aged quite a bit. But there you go. Formula One fans, 143 scale, Burago has got an excellent setup going. These here on the side. Now, if you're not satisfied with 143 scale and you think, you got 118. And this is, of course, a Ferrari. This is the SF23. So obviously, this is the 2023 model. It's so new that the wheels are feeling quite hot on this as well. And I cannot wait to get this out and have a proper photo session with this and review, being a massive Ferrari fan. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Formula One fan, Charles Leclerc, in his SF23. Now, for decades, Burago have been the champions of affordable Formula One cars, and you can see why, because even though they are well priced, you've got all the details that you can even consider. I mean, I'm looking at carbon fiber wings, lovely paint job, well detailed helmet inside the cockpit, nice sturdy halo. There is absolutely nothing wrong with owning one of these. This is, for all intents and purposes, and the insert for a better word, incredibly perfect. So if you are a big Formula fan and you want to get some of these on your shelf at a really good price, then I think you should get over to your local Burago dealer. I would check out the one in Gravesend, me personally being where I am. But yeah, there are plenty of Burago dealers all around the world, and you can certainly order yourself any one of these Formula One cars. So this Christmas, this Halloween, this New Year, whatever it is, maybe you should give yourself a treat of some beautiful Formula One cars from Burago. Definitely loving these. We're going to have more of these in the magazine, so you can be sure that you're going to be seeing a lot more of these in detail, very close-up shots, and some really interesting rule tips and trivia and stories about the cars and the drivers themselves. So yeah, all that coming up in the magazine. So please visit us at www.castheadsmagazine.com. Give us a review if you want. Subscribe to us. Sign up to all our social media. We now have behind the scene videos happening on our TikTok. Yes, we've finally embraced TikTok, and we've got some really interesting content happening there. So check out our TikTok videos. But for now, we're going to keep Cars and Caffeine with CastHeads Magazine right here on YouTube, because we've got just so much to show you. And moving on, it's not always about cars. As you know, CastHeads Magazine is a big fan of PUMA Motorsport, and CastHeads wears PUMA Motorsport. That is one of our biggest brands. So we get a lot of shoes from PUMA, and I'm always looking for ways of keeping my Pumas safe, clean, and obviously looking really good. And as a collector, we all know the beauty of having your collection, whatever it is, whether it's cars, watches, caps, shoes, having them stored in a proper way. And out of all the PUMA Motorsport shoes that I have in my collection, I have chosen these. I think it's mostly to do with Formula One. This is my Ferrari RS System Upgrade monochrome. It is a gorgeous pair of shoes from PUMA. You can check them out on the Ferrari website. They are a special edition, and obviously I want to keep them in good shape. And these are my RS System running shoes from Red Bull Racing, because Red Bull gives you wings. Super cheesy, but yeah. How do you keep these babies nice and clean? How do you keep these babies nice and safe, especially when you want to keep them in storage? Well, I discovered Crep Protect, and I went and got myself this gorgeous box online. It cost me £45. It is stackable, dust-free, prevents sunlight discoloration of your shoes. It has a magnetic door, 3-side viewer, and fits high tops up to size 13, and of course front crystal clear front door for your shoes. Now these babies are going to need to be put together. There are 2 boxes. This is actually a 2 crate set, £45. You can buy it from crateprotect.com. They've got a wide range of shoe care products, which I have been using for all my PUMA Motorsport shoes. They even sent me an extra tin of crepe whites, which are fantastic to take with you wherever you go in the world. And if you are a traveler like us CastHeads, who like to go out into various places to take pictures of our cars and models, you're going to get your shoes and sneakers dirty. And I know most of you CastHeads out there are massive sneaker fans, because I've seen some of the sneakers that you guys wear, right? This is going to keep them nice and clean, especially those special edition PUMA Motorsport shoes that you never can tell which one you might get from us here at CastHeads Magazine, or you might pick up because of us CastHeads Magazine, because we love our PUMA shoes. CastHeads wears PUMA. Hashtag that. Never forget it. Right? So that is it from me. Check out our TikTok channel, because I'm going to be putting this together over on TikTok and sliding in my beautiful Pumas, Ferrari, and Red Bull in honor of Formula One weekend. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We've got more videos like this coming up, because we've got way more cars to show you guys. Love having you guys here on the show, and this is me, Nigel, signing out. And I'll be back when I come back with way more cool news. Big shout out to PUMA Motorsport for the cool threads that we always get to wear on these videos. Hashtag, once again, CastHeads wear PUMA. This is me, Nigel, taking it off. I'm going to watch the race.